called her embarrassing and cruel, and says she's never been authentic and fakes it for the camera. Did you understand any of the words that Meghan just said? I don't understand them. What does she mean by navigating? Meghan begged her father to stop making same mistake. She's not the hypocrite. The statement is shocking. Is shockingly cold-hearted even by Meghan Markle's standards. What was this woman thinking? Her levels of narcissism, her levels of evil is absolutely reflected in this statement. Somebody has to stop this woman from talking and showing who she truly is. But then again, like Oprah said, if they show you who they really are, believe them. And Meghan Markle has shown her true colors. And we're going to read the whole statement because it's mind-blowing.
I was such a fraud.
Thank you for coming to my channel. I am Paula M. I am a former diplomat. For 14 years, I worked in that shady world. And now I turned to YouTuber. So thank you for coming here, guys. Please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to get into this right now. I am appalled. Mr. Markle didn't know he was raising a snake when he was, raising Meghan Markle. This is a man who FedExed a soup that Meghan Markle loved to Canada. Those are the levels of spoiling this woman. He FedExed a soup that Meghan Markle loved. So we can all agree that whatever his flaws are, caring for this woman was not one of them. I will never, and I've always said in my channel that I don't believe the story that this random pap, by the way, it's Meghan Markle's go-to pap. This is the pap that Meghan Markle always reaches out to. Set him up, and she didn't know about it. It has always been my firm belief that Meghan Markle set her own father up because she didn't want him to come to the wedding. Now, what's really, really troublesome for me, guys, is the fact that Carl Larson, this horrible pap, who is also Meghan Markle's go-to paparazzi, is now saying, hooray, we got Meghan to call her father. How would he know? How would he know? The headlines are misleading. The headlines are lying to you as usual. This is the mainstream media. And of course, Meghan Markle releases it on the very same day that Princess Catherine is hosting her Christmas carols, which, by the way, was gorgeous. Her kids are beautiful. The Wales' kids are gorgeous. Prince George is growing like a good weed. It was special. It was perfect. So Meghan Markle makes sure that she puts out this very carefully worded statement. The Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her father. I've always said to you that what is said in a statement is just as important as what is not said. It doesn't say that Meghan Markle spoke to her father. It doesn't say that she's in talks with her father. It doesn't say anything that she's talked to Thomas Markle Jr. She doesn't provide any information. In fact, when the press tries to reach out to the Sussex office, there's not going to be any further comment. Of course not, because she has not reached out to her father. From what I was told, she had her staff investigate whether or not her father was at a hospital. That is not reaching out to her father. She was trying to ascertain whether or not he indeed was ill or whether this was a ruse from the Markles. Why wait? Why isn't this woman talking to her father? He hasn't done anything horrible to her. He took a few pictures. In fact, she's done way worse to the royal family, taking pictures that she shouldn't have, lying about them. Mr. Markle has never lied about Meghan Markle. Maybe that's the problem she has with him, because he's never lied about her. She has lied about the royal family. She has slandered the royal family, in my opinion. She knew that her father would never go along with her lies, so she had to slander, defame, and denigrate him first. Way to go, daughter. The statement that I'm going to read to you, it's very Meghan Markle, very much on brand, because there is no way that Meghan Markle would ever sink herself to the ground, to the level of calling her father, of actually apologizing, because there is no world in Meghan Markle's head where she sees herself apologizing to anybody for anything she's done. Because in her narcissistic mind, she's spot on. They owe her an apology. Her father owes her an apology for getting pictures taken of himself. It wasn't even pictures of her. It was pictures of himself, trying to get himself invited to the wedding because she never sent him the invitation. And when you say, how do you know that, Paula? Because Mr. Markle has gone and said, I never received the invitation. He never received the official invitation. Doria did, but not him. Doria was taken care of, not Mr. Markle. Doria was provided the palace's resources in regards to PR, not Mr. Markle. Because Doria was and is lying about Meghan Markle. Doria was not around Meghan Markle. She was gone from the age of 2 or 3 years old. Mr. Markle raised that really skanky woman on his own. So we're going to get into this because what the mainstream media is telling you is the absolute BS. We have GB News, Talk TV. Oh, it took Meghan Markle this long to reach out to her father. It hasn't taken her any long because she hasn't reached out to him. Listen to the words. The Duchess of Sussex reached out to her father. Did she talk to him? Of course not. Did she talk to her brother? The one that she can't stand? I mean, Thomas Markle Jr. just did a live about a couple of days ago calling her out. So did she have to wait for his leg to be amputated? Does she have to wait for him to die? Why wait? Why wait? And here we go, guys. Before we start though, listen to what Nika says. The Duchess of Sussex has reached out to her father, Thomas Markle, from whom she's estranged. Following reports, he has had a leg amputated after health complications from a blood clot. Sources, close to Meghan, say she has tried to reach out to him since her wedding in 2018. So now, it's not that she stopped talking to him. Never mind that little Oprah stint she did where she says she lost her father. Or Prince Harry when he went on the Harry and Meghan show, in a series, whatever you want to call it, and said that Meghan had lost her father because of him. We know she has no interest on reaching out to her father. We know that Nika, a royal expert, is lying through her teeth. Why are there gaslighting people like this? It is unbelievable, guys. It is unbelievable. So we are going to read Meghan Markle's statement. Meghan begged her father to stop making same mistake. She's not the hypocrite. Now, what is the same mistake? The same mistake that Meghan Markle is actually doing all the time, which is being every bloody day. There's a story about that woman, pictures put out about her kids who have no say right now whether they want to be in social media, in her crazy, embarrassing, cringe posts. Thomas Markle's life-saving surgery ordeal will bring back painful memories for his estranged daughter, Meghan Markle. It's all about Meghan. It's all about how Mr. Markle's life-threatening condition bothers or affects Meghan Markle. Isn't that something, guys? But it doesn't mean she should welcome him back into her life with open arms. Isn't that convenient? That little Oprah podcast about how is the new fashionable thing to literally disown your family. Isn't that something? How Oprah was trying to normalize broken families. Holed up in a 19th, listen to the tone. Holed up in a 19th floor flat on an island in the Philippines, thousands of miles away from his estranged daughter, Thomas Markle recently asked, "Do you think Meghan will come to my funeral?" I can give you the answer, Mr. Markle. I don't think she will. It's a shocking statement that instantly plays on the heartstrings of anyone with a shred of empathy to spare. But history has proven that Meghan Markle's troubled father often has his own agenda when he makes such statements to the media. So a father pleading for his daughter, their daughter that he lovingly raised, pleading for her to be a human being, a decent daughter, a decent person, is having his own agenda. And this has just been published. This is unbelievable. What an attack on her dying father. The 81-year-old has plunged back into the spotlight this week as he's said to be fighting for his life in intensive care after falling gravely ill on Tuesday. Thomas, a retired lighting engineer, endured grueling leg amputation surgery on Wednesday after his limb turned blue, then black. Doctors are apparently extremely concerned about his condition, but he is said to be stable. The worrying state of Thomas' health is no doubt bringing back painful memories for Meghan, who faces the impossible feat of navigating a deeply complicated relationship with her father on the world stage. What does that even mean? Why does it have to be in the world stage? Did you understand any of the words that Meghan just said? I don't understand. What does she mean by navigating? What does she mean by deeply complicated relationship? She's the one who complicated it by lying, by ghosting her own father. Back in 2018, as she prepared to marry into one of the most famous families in the world, she wants you to know that she married into the most famous families in the world. Millions were watching her every move, but behind closed doors, she was grappling with the sudden reality that her father would not be walking her down the aisle because he had 2 heart attacks. I mean, Meghan left this out. Thomas was due to attend, but then found himself in a worldwide media scandal when he was caught staging paparazzi snaps of himself preparing for the wedding in order to make a quick buck. Isn't that something, guys? Meghan Markle has been trying to make quick bucks out of the royal family since she started meeting Harry. She started putting out here in Toronto that she was dating Harry. Even in the restaurants where she would go, she would say that she was dating Harry. And she was getting paid for it. Clearly embarrassed that his brazen money-making move had been exposed, he suddenly announced he would not be attending after the fallout left him looking stupid and hammy. I thought that 2 heart attacks would left him ill, not looking stupid and hammy. Then another crisis struck Thomas as Thomas suffered 2 heart attacks on the eve of the Sussex's fairy tale wedding. I thought it was a spectacle. Remember that Meghan Markle said it was a spectacle? With the palace suggesting his health troubles were the reason for his absence. In a rare statement, they called the situation a deeply personal moment for Meghan, who had her father-in-law, King Charles, walk her down the aisle. I am sure King Charles is now regretting that. But away from Thomas' health woes lies a much more complicated and heartbreaking picture. Meghan, of course this is about Meghan. Her father's amputated leg and her father fighting for her life affects Meghan. It's all about Meghan. What a sick statement. Meghan, who has faced an onslaught of vitriol and death threats on social media since joining the royal family and was once left suicidal over the dark struggles she endured in the spotlight, wrote a letter to her father following the royal row, where she pleaded with him to stop talking about her to the press. In the 5-page letter seen by the Mirror and heard in court, she wrote that her dad had broken her heart into a million pieces. We all know that Meghan Markle was exposed, that letter was absolutely staged, that she wanted that letter released. And that letter is actually quite awful. She's telling him never to contact her again. It was not an olive branch like the media is still falsely claiming. And this is Meghan telling the world, trying in her head to remind the world that her father is terrible while he lies dying, and that she is an angel and there's nothing wrong with her. It's her father who's the problem. What a sick woman. But it didn't stop Thomas Markle from desperately clinging onto the spotlight. He wasn't clinging onto the spotlight. He was trying to reach to his Yankee daughters, trying to appeal to a snake's heart. But that's impossible, Mr. Markle. You can't appeal to a snake's heart. In the only way he knows how, by slamming his strange daughter. He was pleading with her. So pleading with her to contact him. A confused elderly gentleman who doesn't know why his daughter has ghosted him. That is slamming her. No. He did expose a lot of her lies. That's a different story, and that's what she's upset about. Over the years, the pensioner has claimed in interviews that Meghan left the royal family for money. Hello? Called her embarrassing and cruel, and says she's never been authentic and fakes it for the camera. Are we shocked? I mean, he's spot on. Mr. Markle was spot on about Meghan Markle. He also threatened legal action to spend time with his grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet, who he's never met, and recently said that Meghan should have never left her first husband. I mean, we're all in agreement with that. Those kids, Harry's children, I don't believe Meghan Markle gave birth to those kids. Harry's children are absolutely isolated. That, in my very humble opinion, is child cruelty and child endangerment. And I think that Children Protective Services should be there, because these children have nobody looking out for them. Whatever you think of Meghan and Harry's royal exodus, the irony of Thomas accusing his daughter of leaving the monarchy to make money when he spent years profiting from her, criticizing her, it's palpable. This is Meghan, guys. This is Meghan. Meghan Markle left the royal family because she wasn't making enough money. She left the royal family to allegedly sign a $100 million deal with Netflix and $20 million deal with Spotify because she married into the royal family. The desperate pleas from Thomas and his family for Meghan to make contact are hardly going to encourage the Duchess to change her mind, given their constant condemnation and legal threats. And there you have it. Meghan is not going to change her mind. She doesn't care. She's a narcissist. She's done with her father. She's already said that she no longer has a father. She's buried Mr. Markle already. Whatever, if she is capable of grieving, she's already done it. There's no way back in for Mr. Markle, with or without his leg, even if he lies down dying in the Philippines. Meghan's strange stepbrother, Thomas Jr., has this week begged the Duchess to have compassion. But where was his compassion? In May, when he appeared on TV calling Meghan controlling and claiming that she will divorce Harry when William strips him of his titles. The bizarre rants are ongoing. Meghan Markle lashing out at her own father, at her deathly ill father in the Philippines. It is absolutely, I am shocked, even by Meghan's standards, even psychopaths are smarter than this. They would never put out this kind of statement when her father, somebody should have stopped this woman, because how can you put out this statement when your father is dying or gravely ill in the Philippines after having lost a leg? What kind of a person does that? What kind of a person does that? And I don't understand how the mainstream media is still trying to defend this woman. The same can be said for Harry, who has his own cancer-stricken father, who he's desperate to reconcile with. The Duke has admitted that some members of his family will never forgive him after he wrote a tell-all book exposing shocking claims about the monarchy. And although he insists his conscience is clear with the book, now, years into the barely speaking to his father and brother Prince William, the vindication Harry clearly felt at finally having his say has come at a huge cost. Well, at least Harry feels bad. At least Harry acknowledges that he will never be forgiven. Whereas Meghan Markle is saying, I will never forgive you. I still don't understand what she won't forgive, because he hasn't done anything to her. Earlier this year, Thomas told the press, I wish her no ill will. My dream is that one day I could bring my whole family together like a normal family. There were good times. She was a good girl. I don't like some of the things my daughter has done, but I will always love her. My door is always open to her. I love her, and that will never change. I love all my children. Now listen to this. I don't understand how this woman put out this statement. I really don't get it. If the door really is open, it's time for him to listen to Meghan's pleas and stop making money from her fame. Isn't that what Meghan is doing? The Duchess of Sussex, The Duchess of Sussex is not Rachel Meghan Markle who gets hired. It's not Rachel Meghan Markle who signs the contracts. And this is what she puts out as her fire lies in an ICU. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. You know, Mr. Markle is at the end of his life. He's 80-some years old. He is gravely ill. At that age, they get blood clots easily. It's harder to recover. He's in a strange country. Yes, he went there because, you know, it's warm. Mexico was getting dangerous. But Meghan Markle, to put out that statement that her father should have listened to her, that he should listen to her, that it's his own fault, that she will never contact him. I don't know about you, but it's time to call out the mainstream media. She did not reach out to him. She did not reach out. She put out that statement just to spite Catherine, Princess of Wales, at Christmas carols, because she wanted news to derail the attention from Catherine and bring it back on her. But she hasn't really reached out. She's done with Mr. Markle. Let me know what you think, and please don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe.